Hey everyone, welcome to the Game Week 3 team selection. Before we get started, just a couple quick comments on the games that I was unable to kind of give an opinion on because I went away and the review video got sent out before the final matches. The final matches from it's not going to let me see here, but Inter won 2-0. Lautaro Martinez once again getting in on the goal scoring action, as well as Dumfries also scored. And then the other game, I believe, was a draw. I actually forget what it was. One second. And we had, yeah, it was Salernitana and Udinese. Dovin didn't get any points, which was unfortunate, but Kandreva did get amongst the points again. And as you're about to see with my team, that is good enough for me to consider Kandreva to be my transfer in this week. So I did use a transfer this week, only one, but we'll go through the team and I'll get back to him as we go through. So starting in net, still going with Somer. I don't know he doesn't have the flag anymore, so maybe Tarati is back and available. But obviously going to stick with Somer against Fiorentina, a little bit harder of a matchup. And honestly, Frosinone has not been doing poorly either, so not a terrible idea. But if I have Somer, Inter hasn't allowed a goal yet. I'm going to stick with him. I still got DiMarco. Now he's a player that I'm starting to have question marks over. He had a good game last game. He did get the assist, which is nice, especially from a defender. But once again, gets subbed out in midway through the second half, meaning that you have to hope that Inter doesn't allow a goal in the first half, and then you're probably, aside from attacking returns, not getting much from him. Now, with his attacking output, he still might be worth it. So I want to try to hope for a little bit of consistency. With those attacking outputs, and then maybe I'd keep him. But as of right now, even though Dumfries scored, he's going to get rotated as well. Not necessarily not start, but subbed out in the second half. And you're only getting that second clean sheet if your player plays the full 90 minutes. So a lot of wingbacks we're finding right now are only able to get the first clean sheet because they often do get subbed. This kind of brings into the conversation, and one of the best players to have right now is Di Lorenzo, who I think is definitely worth having in your team. I think the two Napoli players are pretty obvious to be in your team right now. And they need to be Osimhen and Di Lorenzo. I know Kvaratskhelia started playing again. He's got some attacking returns already, but I still think that those are your two Napoli players. When you're only allowed two, that's got to be them right now. So I am working towards getting Di Lorenzo. Will not be this week, but maybe after next. Calabria, more of the same. One clean sheet, but didn't get the other. Danilo got half a clean sheet, or like one of the clean sheets as well. They drew Bologna, which was really disappointing, but one of the halves they didn't get scored on. I am thinking about captaining Danilo this weekend. A lot of the big teams are facing each other, as we can see. Lazio faces Napoli. Depending on if you consider Fiorentina a big club, Inter Fiorentina should be a tough matchup. Milan and Roma. So Juve is one of the bigger teams right now that don't have another top team that they're facing this week. And absolutely, Immobile and Osimhen could both score, and I'm going to start them both. And hopefully, it's just a high-scoring game. But I think if I'm going to captain, it's going to be Danilo. He has been one of the defenders that have been playing full 90 minutes. Empoli is not a very attacking team, and he hasn't got an attacking return yet, so he's due for one. So I think I'm going to be captaining Danilo this week. Into the midfield, I'll be playing Thoven again. He did play almost the whole game. He didn't get any attacking returns though, which is a little disappointing, but he's 5.6. You can't have super high expectations. Strafetza is going to see the field this week against Salernitana, playing in that striker role. A little disappointing that he has not had any attacking return contributions yet. Hopefully, he doesn't lose that spot. Another player I'm thinking about getting rid of is Rafael Leao. I'll play him this week, but I'm going to use him to get some money to fund Di Lorenzo, and Pulisic is turning out to be the more threatening attack like winger as of for the Milan right now. Giroud is obviously also a good option right now. He's already scored like 3 or 4 goals in 2 games, so a lot of them are coming from penalties, but if he's the penalty taker and starting striker for a good Milan side, he's obviously a great pick to have as well. My transfer in is Kandreva. I'm also even tempted to captain him, but I think that's a little risky. He had 2 goals in the first game, and he got an assist last game, so lots of attacking returns to start out. Faces Lecce this week, and Salernitana do have several good fixtures ahead. So he is definitely someone I'm targeting. Someone else, if you don't want to get rid of one of your mids, Dia is also a good option right now. If as like a third striker or even a second one, depending, because I do think he's actually a little more expensive. I think he's like 9 or something. So an option there. Juric did start last game, so I am going to put him there against the Swallow. He has been, as far as a central striker, kind of like Strafezza has been so far, kind of disappointing to not be amongst any points. But we'll see. I'll give him another go, and if not, he should probably be on his way out soon. And then Osimhen and Immobile will start up top basically regardless of opponent because they could both score against any team, despite Lazio off to a really poor start so far. On the bench, I'm not sure the status of Ebusele, how long that injury is. I'm surprised it hasn't been updated here. He didn't even dress for the last game. If for whatever reason he plays, he'll be my first bench spot against Frosinone. If not, it'll go to Nico Gonzalez, who's obviously been fantastic so far, but against Inter, I'd say the midfielders that I have in the starting lineup have a better chance at points. Spinazzola also didn't start last game, so clearly a rotation risk. So a player that I'd be looking to get out as well. I think when I go for Di Lorenzo, I'll be moving Spinazzola on. And basically, I wanted to do, if I had 3 transfers, I'd be doing all 3 of them. Who did I got Zielinski out. Main reason I picked Zielinski is so Di Lorenzo could end up making his way in. And so Zielinski out, I'll probably take Leao out and Spinazzola out and replace them with Di Lorenzo and Pulisic, I think. That's the plan as of right now, and I'll probably make that double transfer next week. But that's just where my thinking is at currently. Vice captaincy on Kandreva. Let me know how your team's doing. We have crossed 400 subscribers now, which is amazing. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to continue liking and subscribing, and see if we can continue building on things. I know it's hard sometimes. Now people have either been playing and have subscribed or not, but let's keep that number going up if we don't mind. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video and good luck this game week. Take care.